Hello everyone, I'm Shini Christi Antoni, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Nirmala College for Women, Coimbatore. In this video, we are going to see about simple linear regression from data analytics. So first, we are going to see what is regression. The meaning of regression is going back, which we can say as returning. The term regression was first used in statistics by Sir Francis Galton, a famous scientist, in his paper study which was entitled as Regression Towards Mediocrity in Heredity Statue. Wallin and Roberts have already said it is often more important to find out what the relation actually is, which is used to estimate or predict one variable, that is dependent variable, and the statistical technique appropriate to such a case is called regression analysis. This regression analysis is very useful in economic and in business world. So what are the types of regression analysis we have, which is simple and multiple regression. The next one, linear and non-linear regression. The next is partial and total regression. Here we are going to see about simple linear regression. So first, what is linear regression? It is defined as a two mutually related statistical series. The regression analysis is based on graphical methods. In this graphic method, the values of x and y can be plotted on a graph paper in a form of scatter diagram. When these two lines are drawn passing nearest to the dots, these are known as regression lines. If these lines are straight, that regression is called as linear. So, what is simple linear regression? It is a method which we used to fit the best straight lines between a set of data points. In a graph, a properly scaled the data points must look like they would fit a straight line, not a parabola or any other shape. The line is used as a model in order to predict a variable y from another variable x. In a regression line must involve two variables, that is dependent and the another one is independent variable. Finding the best fit line is a goal of simple linear regression. So here there is a simple linear regression model. So only one independent variable will be there, that is represented as x. The relationship between x and y is described by a linear function. When there is a changes in y are assumed to be caused by the changes in x. This is a simple linear regression model. Here I have shown the types of relationship, which is linear relationship, this scatter diagram which was plotted, and a straight line which was passing away. Which moves upward is a positive relationship and which moves downward is a negative relationship. Here I have shown the another relationship which is strong and weak. We can identify from the picture which has strong relationship and which has weak relationship. Downwards we can identify there is no relationship concept too. The simple linear regression has regression lines, regression equations, and regression coefficients. Let us see in the brief. So what is regression lines? The regression lines shows the average relationship between two variables. It is also called line of best fit. So what are the two variables? The regression line of x on y and the regression line of y on x. Nature of regression line is if r is equal or not equal to 1, then the regression line are coincident. If r is equal to 0, then the two regression lines intersect each other at 90 degrees. The nearer the regression lines are to each other, the greater will be the degree of correlation. If regression lines rise from left to right upward, then correlation is positive. Here we can see the functions of regression lines. First one is the best estimate. Second is degree and direction of correlation, which can be positive, negative, perfect, and absence of correlation and limited degree of correlation. These are the functions of regression lines. The next one is regression equations. So this regression can be represented in the algebraic form of regression lines is known as regression equations. There are two regression equations. Here it can be shown. First one is regression equation of y on x and x on y. Here the simple linear regression equation, that is prediction line. This simple linear regression equation provides an estimate of the population regression line. Here y hat I is the estimated y value of observation I is equals to B of O, which is estimate of regression intercepts. Place B1 estimation of regression slope into x of I, the value of x for observation I. The individual random error terms EI have a mean of 0. Next one is regression coefficient. Regression coefficient measures the average change in the value of one variable for a unit change in the value of another variable. These represent the slope of regression line. There are two regression coefficients as same as equation. One is regression coefficient of y on x can be represented and regression coefficient of x on y. So what are the requirements for the simple linear regression? Which is the sample of paired data in a simple random sample of quantitative data. The pair of data, that is x and y, have bivariative normal distribution, which means visual examination of scatter plots confirms that the sample points follow an approximately straight lines, because results can be strongly affected by the presence of outliers. Any outliers should be removed if they are known to be errors. Hope you all understand what is simple linear regression. Thank you so much.